Ben Shapiro is the guy who wrote a book on porn and how porn is bad, very naughty, it should be banned. But he is also targeting Cardi B and her latest music video, WAP, which stands for wet ass P word. If you want the edited version, the PC version of it, it's wet and gushy. That's what's used in the music video for the non-explicit version. But nonetheless, Ben Shapiro is very, very disturbed by the lyrics of this song. Very disturbed, very. So let's hear him recite the actual lyrics from the song.
Here are some of the lyrics, you ready? Whores in this house, there's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. Hold up. I said certified freak 7 days a week. Wet ass P word. Make that pullout game weak. Yeah, you effing with some wet ass P word. P word is female genitalia. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass P word. Give me everything you got for this wet ass P word. Beat it up N word. Catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this P word right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I want to ride. I do a kegel while it's inside. Spit in my mouth, look in my eyes. This P word is wet, come take a dive. It continues along these lines. And it gets significantly more vulgar. Like a lot more vulgar.
I mean, he loves it. He loves it. He loves it. He's like, well, I forget the first lyric, but the one that he repeated over and over again. But he was just so into it. He's into it. The guy who writes an anti-porn book is consuming a lot of porn. Let's just keep it real.
Yeah, there's okay, guys who say, "Oh, I've never watched porn." Watch more porn than the rest of the school combined. That's my sense of it. Okay, and a guy who writes a book about not watching porn, oh my God, it's broken every record in the book. And so the number of times he watched that video has got to be in the dozens. Oh no, honey, I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes on the wet ass P word that they are talking about. What was that lyrics again? I think I've got to rewind and watch it again alone. Okay, anyway, look, this other thing that he's doing is this old trick that Henny does every year. Whenever given an opportunity, they'll show spring break pictures and go, "Can you believe the debauchery that goes on here? Show more bikinis, okay?" And it's not just for their own pleasure, but it's for their audience's pleasure, right? So they live vicariously through people who are not dorks, and so that's part of the reason why they do this. But on a philosophical and political level, I thought Ben Shapiro was a freedom of speech advocate. I thought he thought like freedom of speech is awesome. So, Ben, make a counter argument. Instead of saying they shouldn't say this, why don't you say an argument for dry ass P words and see how that turns out? I mean, speech versus speech, right? I mean, so look, by the way, this is
dry ass pervs like Ben Shapiro. We have one more video though. Like, let's just go to one more video of him reciting the lyrics.
And then I want to make it serious.
Never gonna F him for a thing. He already made his mind up before he came. Now get your boots and your coat for this wet ass P word. Pay my tuition just to kiss me on this wet ass P. Right. So this is, guys, this is what feminists fought for. This is what the feminist movement was all about. It's not. It's not really about women being treated as independent, full, rounded human beings. It's about wet ass P word. And if you say anything differently, it's because you're a misogynist. You see, it gets really vulgar.
Okay, Cenk, let me tell you what the real problem is here. The real problem here is that this is a song that might put some ideas in my own wife's head about what a man should do to actually pleasure a woman. And that's the problem. I don't want to have to be critiqued against men who actually know how to protect, to make a woman come, you see. Like he's just so pathetic. Who cares? Look, that music video came out, I think August 7th. And I saw like people were talking about it on Twitter, and I'm not offended by it at all. But like, to be honest, I'm not really interested in watching a music video with like Kylie Kardashian or whatever her name. Like, it's just not my thing. But like, I don't care. Like, I don't spend time whining about it. There's content out there that I love. There's content out there that doesn't really interest me. There's content out there that I absolutely hate. But like, I don't dedicate my like career to calling it out. And honestly, what is he trying to get done here? Is he trying to get videos like this banned? Because that is going against everything that he claims to represent when it comes to free speech and freedom of expression.
Yeah.
It's okay. Maybe just take the advice, Ben. Take the advice. Make your wife happy.
Okay, so look, 2 serious points. One of the things he's trying to do is deride feminists. But as usual, he's misdirecting. And I'm being kind to him because otherwise he's an idiot. So there's 2 different factors here. One is feminists want to be able to say whatever they want, and that would fit under this video, right? Like, before, they certainly wouldn't have been allowed to say this, right? And now they have the freedom to actually act on their own sexuality and to demand and receive pleasure. Yeah, that is part of what they fought for. And so I know that bothers you and you want them to be simply subservient. But you know, we all know it's entertainment. It's like saying, oh no, I guess now Al Pacino thinks that it's great to bury your face in cocaine and to meet his little friend. It's a movie. It's a movie, okay? This is a rap song. No, they're not actually prostitutes. It's in some ways an allegory. It's entertainment, you moron. Okay, anyway, he partly knows. And
also, like, people are dying right now. People are losing. They're gonna lose their homes. People are suffering right now, and he's complaining about a Cardi B music video. Are you serious? Like, he thinks that that's far more. He doesn't find what this country does to working people vulgar or disgusting. He loves that. He celebrates the pain and suffering of Americans every single day. That's what his whole career is dedicated to. But this is what gets him angry? This music video, really?
Yeah, so last thing on feminism, and then I'm gonna tell you why he is so exercised by this. Look, thinking people can distinguish between, hey, that's a rapper who's doing a fun, entertaining video, and hey, that's Madeleine Albright, who's the Secretary of State. You don't have to conflate the 2. You don't have to say like, well, if these rappers are doing this, then they must want all women to be treated that way. No, it depends on the context, okay? And he knows that his audience is not bright enough to understand that. And so now the main thing here though is, it's the culture wars. And so he genuinely thinks this is outrageous. This is outrageous. Can you believe they've used a P word and now it's all of a sudden wet and gushy? It doesn't make any sense, okay? We have lost the culture wars. But the thing is, Ben, you're right. You did lose the culture wars. Now people have something that you guys claim to cherish and don't actually want people to have at all. It's called freedom. And if you're free, you can do whatever you want. You can do anything you want sexually. Oh no, we must limit it. The Judeo-Christian heritage says that the sky god is watching, and we are going to offend his beard if we do it in that position or this position, or if we're level 7 on wetness as opposed to a level 3. What do you? And that's the thing. That's the thing that they genuinely believe that they want to control our lives. As long as it's consensual, we can do anything we want, and they hate that because they are fundamentally opposed to freedom. No, you must follow my religion. And so that was like the greatest moment was like when he was on with Dave Rubin. And Dave was like, I mean, look, if you'd bake me a cake, wouldn't you? And he's like, no, because my religion says you suck and I hate you. And I'll say it to your face. And of course, Dave Rubin being who he is, yes, sir, of course, sir. Okay, no cake, I don't need the cake, I don't need it. Right? So the reality is they have lost and we have won. Yes, we will have freedom in this country, including sexual freedom. And if you don't like it, hashtag suck it.
Inappropriate, Cenk. I mean, did you hear what Cenk said? He said suck it. He said suck it. That is inappropriate. He is making us think about oral sex. It is wrong.
Want to win a free electric scooter? Well, our partners at Aspiration and Zoom Electric are making it possible. All you have to do is head to tyt.com/greensummer for your chance to win.